These Keto Thumbprint cookies are so pretty, and the homemade jam just gives a beautiful sweetness to the cookie, and they're bite-sized. You can literally just pop one in your mouth. Hi, and welcome to Cook With Mel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you know when we posted a new recipe. Today we have got such a cute recipe for you, Keto Thumbprint Cookies. They are bite-sized and you can just pop one in your mouth. I also show you how to make sugar-free jam. Let's get into that recipe now. First, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of butter softened to a bowl and 2/3 of a cup of powdered sweetener. Now, you know from our previous videos, if you've just got granular sweetener, you just grind it in a blender. And then we are going to cream the butter and the sweetener together.
Look at that, that is pretty good.
Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of organic vanilla bean paste. And blend that in as well. Next, crack in an egg. And your egg needs to be at room temperature.
Just stir until it's fully combined.
Now we're going to add in 2 cups of almond flour, quarter teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and mix that all together.
This will go much quicker if you are using a mixing machine. However, I am not using a mixing machine today because I want everyone to be able to bake these thumbprint cookies. And look, it's come together really nicely. You're looking for a sticky dough that's quite firm. Beautiful.
And that's it for the dough. And now you're going to align your baking sheet with parchment paper and set your oven to 325 Fahrenheit or 162 degrees Celsius. And now we are ready to form our cookie balls, if you like. We're going to roll them into balls, and the size that you want is a tablespoon. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to measure that, and they're all going to come out the same.
First, you're going to add and stuff your tablespoon, and then you're going to wet your hands. Remove the dough. Roll it into a ball. And add it to your parchment paper or baking sheet. Okay, I'm just going to keep going with this and I'll get back to you soon.
Right, that was fun rolling all of these out. And now we are going to do an even more fun part to make them thumbprint cookies. You are going to press your thumb into the middle of each cookie ball with a wet finger. So you literally
press.
You might ask, but why are we doing this, Mel? Well, a little bit of sugar-free jam is gonna go in the middle. It's gonna end up being about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. If they crack, if yours crack, all I'm gonna do is just pat them a little. If you're bothered by it, I'm not bothered by it, but I'm just gonna show you I've got a wet thumb, of course, and I'm just gonna dab that a little bit.
just to close up. And just be very gentle, and then I'm gonna keep going with it. I don't mind mine like this though, so I might not touch the others.
I'm smiling because these are so cute. Now, you know you've made holes with your thumbs into your little cookie dough. That is where our sugar-free jam will go. So let's make some jam. And you can use this recipe for whenever you want to have something a little bit sweet, you know, on the, whatever bread you use. We have a bread available, and here's the link to our bread. If you haven't found a great bread, our bread is 0.5 total carbs per slice if you want to try it. So let's make that jam now. For the sugar-free jam, you're going to set your burner to medium, and we have a small stainless steel pot here, and our ingredients are going to be a teaspoon of lemon juice, a tablespoon of sweetener, and let's talk about the fruit that you're allowed on keto. We only use berries. Avocado is considered a fruit, by the way. So we're not using that, but we're using berries. I've got a range of mixed berries, but you can stick to one berry, like, if you love strawberry jam, you can use that. So we are going to use a 1/4 cup of berries. So you're going to have a 1/4 cup of just the berries and up to 3/4 of a cup like this filled with water. So I've got my 1/4 cup of berries in there and the juice of berries or water if you're using fresh. We are also going to strain our jam just of the seeds and any solids. If you like a bit of texture in your jam, don't skip this part. And we're also going to blend it, so I've got my NutriBullet out. Add your berries and your water to your pot. Tablespoon of sweetener and a teaspoon of lemon juice. And now you're going to whisk that together and just keep whisking until your jam thickens or the mixture thickens. And try to also mash up your berries. Mine are quite mashed because they were frozen and then defrosted. Now you can see my mixture is thickening up quite nicely, and as it's been heating up, the water has been evaporating and then creating this syrup. And also I've just been mashing it like that as it's been heating up. I'm happy with this now, and also I am not going to strain mine because I love a bit of texture in my jam. So now I'm going to blend it. I'm really happy with the way this came out. It's just the right thickness and it smells fantastic. That's ready now. And now we need a 1/4 teaspoon per cookie of sugar-free jam. Look at these beautiful cookies. They look gorgeous. And now they're ready to go in the oven. 325 Fahrenheit or 162 degrees Celsius for 12 to 14 minutes. And now these are fresh out of the oven. They're still pretty soft, so do let them cool, but look how they're so pretty. Oh my goodness. Yet again, I had lots of fun making these beautiful Keto Thumbprint cookies. I hope you do get to try it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.